Hello, and welcome from the Office of Graduate Studies. Today is Wednesday, November 15th, 2017. I'm recording this quick video to give you an update of the priorities we discussed at today's Graduate Council meeting. Some of you were unable to make it, and others may want to share this information with your graduate faculty. After watching this, I encourage you to give me a call or send me an email to give me any input that you might have to help guide us throughout 2018 as we move forward with our initiatives in graduate education. First off, all of you who are on Graduate Council have access to our Graduate Council Blackboard site. On this page, you'll find the meeting materials that we talked about today and the historical documents that you may want to review as you think about some of our initiatives. Now, based on the review of our previous accomplishments, the report from the Council of Graduate Studies, and our May 2017 retreat with the Graduate Council and leaders from throughout the university, we've identified the following priorities. The first priority deals with scholarship. This is defining what scholarship is and what the expectations of scholarship are for our graduate faculty. Now, there is a group on our campus looking at this right now, and as Dean of Graduate Studies, I'm leading this group. My expectation is that we have information to share as we make progress with the full campus, but also the Graduate Council, and get your input as graduate faculty members. So first off, we're addressing scholarship for graduate faculty. One issue that has come up over and over again is, what does it mean to have a graduate program? What does it mean to be a graduate faculty member? What is our culture at St. Ambrose University around graduate programs? So we'd like to help answer that question. What does it mean to have a graduate education program at St. Ambrose? I will be trying to visit all of our graduate programs faculty, interaction with their faculty. Karen Eden from Graduate Admissions would also be joining me in those meetings. So I ask that you let us come to your faculty meeting and talk to your faculty about what they think makes our graduate education system unique, and help us identify some common features, common themes, common outcomes that cross all of our graduate programs. Next deals with strengthening the culture of graduate education at St. Ambrose. We all have very strong programs, but we operate individually or within our college. One issue that we should be addressing in Graduate Council is how we can bring our programs together to share some of our successes and learn from each other. Now, we might do this a variety of different ways, whether we hold a symposium or conference that highlights graduate education and the success of our students and our faculty, whether it's book clubs or service events that we do together to start sharing some ideas. We will be looking for ways to try to get our faculty and our students to be thinking of ourselves as graduate faculty and graduate students, and ways we can support each other and learn from each other. I'm also excited to be working with our leaders from GSGA to help answer this question of, what does it mean to be a graduate student? What can we do to improve the culture for graduate students at St. Ambrose University? This is one of the high priorities this organization has identified for 2018. The issues of marketing are a common theme that have been coming up in many of my discussions and in many of the meetings we've held over the last few years. This is a concern because we want to make sure we're putting our best foot forward to the general public, to make sure we're recruiting top-notch students and also faculty who can serve our students. And while this is a discussion that's longer than the time we have in this video, a few things we'll be working on. Number one is trying to find some general themes and trends across our graduate programs that we can highlight and state, this is why a St. Ambrose graduate education is important. Number two is to work with the whole enrollment management office, and especially Karen Eden, our new graduate admissions manager. We need Karen to be the voice for our graduate programs in places of employment at different universities and throughout the country in the Midwest to promote our programs for us. We're happy to go out and do different visits and advocate for our programs, but we need that face, someone who can go out and do that for us. We're excited to have Karen Eden on board and looking forward to working with her and figuring out how we all work together and support each other for our graduates programs. And number three is create a toolkit or a guidebook for our graduate faculty members when they market their own programs. Some of our programs have dedicated staff who are doing this. Other programs rely on one or two faculty members to be the marketing arm of their department. Either way, faculty need to know what the best practices are, the best way to spend their time, and the best way to use our resources. I speak for so many faculty when I say we're willing to do the work, but we need to know the best way to do it. So we need to be working with our enrollment management office and provide some educational tools and some background and some support so we know what we can do to best reach the students that we want in our graduate programs. So this is just a brief overview of the priorities for Graduate Council and for me as Graduate Dean. I encourage you to look at the packet that I sent out with the agenda. Also on Blackboard, you'll see all those documents too. So please look those over for a little bit more details. Our next step is to continue to get feedback on these priorities. Overall, they were well received at our Graduate Council meeting. Within the next week or so, I'll be scheduling a meeting with our Executive Graduate Council to help us hammer out these priorities, set up a timeline, start implementing some of these priorities, and also share with you, the full Graduate Council, in the spring, how we plan to accomplish these initiatives. And finally, if you do have any feedback or thoughts on these priorities that were shared or any of the documents on our Blackboard site, please let me know. Send me an email, give me a phone call, stop by and see me. I'm excited to work with all of you as we move graduate education forward at St. Ambrose University. Thanks.